All right, we've all been there, okay? You worked really hard at something. You thought it was quite good. You said, okay, you know what? I'm proud of this. I'm gonna share it with the world. And then you share it and nobody cares. And you feel disappointed. Well, that's normal. And I recently experienced that. I experience it often enough. This feeling of disappointment with, feeling like it's so hard to describe that feeling of disappointment and failure. And I think sometimes that it's so crushing, the feeling of failure, that a lot of people, they just give up. They just can't bear it. It's so unbearable that they just don't try anymore, which is almost understandable because it is extremely painful and humiliating and embarrassing and, challenging, this feeling of failure. But at the same time, I'm really having it recently, this feeling like I'm just like my channel, my YouTube channel, my art career is just not growing in the way that I want. And I keep thinking that it's going to be more. I keep thinking that something might happen and blah, blah, blah. And, I'll get on, I'll become successful. And it's so hard to actually do it. It's so hard for the YouTube algorithm to actually pick you up. Because there's so many people posting. Every single day, people are posting onto YouTube with their art. And there's a lot of great artists out there. And there's a lot of great content creators out there. And so it's very, very competitive. And it's very difficult to actually break through. So, I've come to see in myself that the feeling of failure that comes over me, that washes over me when a video doesn't do as well as I want it to, or when an Instagram post doesn't do well, that feeling of humiliation and failure that washes over me in my entire being. It's just a feeling. And it passes. And it's not actually real. You're not a failure. No matter who you are, no matter what you've done or haven't done, failure is something that we've made up. It's not a real thing. It has maybe social meaning or social context, that you failed at something or you succeeded. It has some relative meaning. But in terms of your actual reality and as being human, being alive, then you cannot fail. How can you fail at being a human being? But it's very potent, and the feeling of failure, oh my God, it's just it's so powerful. But if we can recognize it as just a feeling and see that it's happening in our mind, and that if we just don't, let it happen, because it's okay. It's sort of natural to feel it. It's not necessary to feel like a failure. I don't think it's have any real value. But if it comes, it comes, and you just let it come up. This feeling of failure. Don't fight with it, and just feel it. Last night I was having dreams about failure. My dreams were all processing this, and I felt much better when I woke up. Now it came back again, and it's been coming at me throughout the day, this feeling of failure, but it just comes, and you don't fight it. And now here I am making another video, because to be honest, another thing happens when you accept failure. If you just say, right, fine, I'm a failure. Nobody cares. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody's looking at my videos. Nobody is paying attention to my art. Everybody's doing their own thing. Nobody cares. Well, therefore, there's no harm in me just doing it again, because it's not as bad as I think it is. It's just who cares? And the question is, am I enjoying it or not? And we all know that we've been given that advice in life, that if that you should love what you're doing, that you should never do it for any result. And we know all that, and it's so great and all that, but actually applying that and saying, yeah, you know what, actually, it doesn't matter if nobody pays attention. It doesn't matter if nobody looks at me. Did I enjoy it or not? That's what matters. And there is a power in that. You're taking back the power and you're saying, I don't care anymore. I have nothing to lose. It doesn't matter if I get noticed or not, you know? So that's where I'm at the moment. I mean, yeah. Hopefully those words mean something to somebody. Okay. Bye.